Hi, good morning Year 10. So today we're going to look at population density. Now, what is population density? Oh, population density is basically how we measure the number of people that live in an area. Okay, so it's an average number, and as with all averages, we work this out by dividing two numbers together. So in this case, it's the number of people divided by the area. Okay, so and then that is shown as number of people per square kilometre, which is easy to interpret. Especially if you look on the OS maps here, you can see the grid lines. Each box is actually a square kilometre. So if you look on this one here, follow my line, each one of these boxes is actually a square kilometre. Okay, so when we're looking at density, there's two ways we can describe it. Something can be densely populated or sparsely populated. So dense is where a lot of people live in close proximity to each other. So if you look on the map here, showing dense, showing a lot of buildings and a lot of roads really tightly compact together. Okay, if you look at the other image for sparse, there's lots of fields, only one road, couple of footpaths, and the odd building. Okay, so that's a sparsely populated area. As you can see, when something is densely populated, there's a lot of people per square kilometre. 4,000 in just a box. So if you look here, the grid reference box here, okay, that's 1 square kilometre. Roughly 4,000 people live in that square kilometre. Whereas over here, okay, roughly 10 people live in that square kilometre. So, if we look at some other images to help us understand this concept, here's some aerial photographs. So if you can see the one from Manchester, you've got all the buildings tightly packed together in the square kilometre, okay? But when you look at the sparse, the buildings are all over the place. It is sparsely populated. Right, okay then, so now with your help, we're going to draw some diagrams to represent dense population and sparse population. Okay, so if I was to draw dense population as a bit of a diagram, how would I do that, Rachel? Okay, yeah, I draw lots of points close together. So I could represent it like this. All these points tightly packed together, and I would say that that's densely populated. Okay, there's a lot of people within the area. Okay, so if it wasn't densely populated, what would it be? Yes, correct, Ethan, would be sparse. So how would I represent sparse as a diagram? Thank you, Siobhan. Okay. Lots of points with a lot of distance between them. There are few people in the area. Okay, so what I want you to do now, we're going on to the next slide. I want you to write these definitions in your book. Dense, containing many people in an area. Sparse, containing few people in an area. And then I want you to draw some diagrams, as we have done on the previous slide, or using some of the information from the maps and the aerial photographs to represent both of those concepts. Thank you very much.